Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to make a cauldron and I'm going to do it with just chameleon powders, like different colors. And I'm not going to do like the dark spooky look I usually like. I'm going to try to keep it a little lighter. Not going to say bright colors, but more color, I guess. Like blues, purples, pinks, some gold, white. Um, just to kind of, I don't know, lighten it up a little. But this cauldron, I think a lot of people have it, to be honest with you. I think I saw it last year. Um, I thought it was cute. I don't know why I didn't get it last year, but I got it this year. And I thought I could do like the lid that has bubbles all in it, just different colors of chameleon powders. I didn't really have a plan, so to speak. I just knew I wanted all the bubbles to be different, like different colors or a mix of colors like that, and just brushing them on randomly. Uh, Not really a plan, like I said. I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out, but I thought I'd give it a try. And then I may do it a different way in another video because I don't want to make this a super long video. And it didn't really take that long, to be honest. It was pretty simple. There was just this one part here. I don't know what it is. It's like, it goes down deep and then it kind of flips up. I'm not really sure what it is. I thought it was like a handle or something, but there's only one, so I don't I don't think that's what it is. But anyway, I did that in gold. Did a couple more bubbles in gold, and then I think I get like a mauve, a violet, blue, a purple, like a chrome purple, and then I have these white chameleon powders. One has like purple in it and one has gold in it. So I sprinkle that on to mix them together and then just burnish those in on the outside and like around the bubbles, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, I sped this up for you because like it didn't take too long, but you don't want to sit through every little bubble and me cleaning it up and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did for this one. And the cauldron itself, it's pretty simple. It just has two skulls on each side and then two stars on each side. Now, I was going to paint the stars in mica, like I think black, but it was really hard. It was hard to clean up. It wasn't going on smooth. Not as smooth as like the chameleon powders. And I didn't have like a really dark chameleon powder. So I tried to like paint it on with paint pens, but this silicone just wasn't taking the paint pen very well. So I wiped that off. And then I decided just to brush on one color mica. And then when it's cured, I'll go in and use a paint pen for the stars. For the skulls, I just used this white and gold chameleon powder and just brush that on. And for the outside of the cauldron, the color I used, gosh, it's from Mateo. It's like a midnight dream, I think, or something midnight. It has like a blue, purple, sometimes green color shift. It all really depends on the color you put behind it. I've seen it kind of greenish blue. I've seen it purple. It's all different colors. But it's the powder is actually white, so it's really hard to see when you brush it on. It's hard to see if you missed a spot or anything like that. So I'm going to fill the cauldron with black pigment paste, and then I'm going to add some of the powder into the black pigment, or I should say the black resin. Just in case I did miss a spot when I was brushing it on, that color will still come through. I just couldn't tell if I covered everything. And then when you turn it inside out, sometimes the powder will come off, or if you touch it, you might rub it off. Anyway, I just decided to add a little bit into the black resin. And then I thought, well, I was always curious if you could see different colors when you brush it on, like a mica or a chameleon powder. So just for my own curiosity, I added purple. So I kind of marbled it with the black and the purple. I wanted to see if any different colors would come through or if it would just be whatever I brushed on. Hopefully that made sense. It was kind of confusing, but that's basically all I did for the cauldron. And for the lid, I'm going to add white. So white with, I think I added a little bit of the powder. I can't remember now. But yeah, I want those colors to be lighter. I used darker colors of chameleon powders and I wanted the bubbles and everything to be lighter and then the cauldron to be like a little darker. And yeah, the only mistake I made in this was I mixed the resin up too soon. I didn't think this was going to take too long because the idea that I had when I started it was very simple. And I thought I could do it really quickly. I didn't anticipate the problems with the black mica and the paint pen. So it took me a lot longer than I thought. And by the time I got to the resin, it was like really hot. Like just touching the cup, it was so hot. And then it started to get really thick. So long story short, I had to work super fast here. And I was really afraid I wasn't going to be able to pour it in time. And then I was worried about bubbles because it was too thick for the bubbles to be able to release. So I did not stick this on a heat mat. I just let it cure overnight. I didn't want to touch it. I was afraid it would flash cure. I had it in a bigger cup. So I think that's why it heated up too quickly. And here I'm just splitting it up into different cups and adding the different colors real quick. This is the purple I'm going to mix with the black that I added the other chameleon powder into. And the white. And then I will just let it cure. And then I will show you the final results. Okay, so now it's cured, and I think it came out really nice. I ended up using a paint pen on the stars on the side. There are a lot of bubbles, which I knew there were going to be because the resin was so hot and thick. But I mean, it's not too bad. I expected a lot worse. So, um, all in all, I think it came out really nice. I like the way the colors came out, the way they shift from like the blue, purple, some green, the gold. The bubbles came out nice with all the different colors. One thing I forgot to mention earlier was when I got the mold, it was kind of wonky. It was a little distorted. I was hoping once I poured it, it would go back into shape, but it didn't come out perfect. And the lid, I have a hard time getting the lid to fit because it's kind of misshapen on the top there. I'm going to try it one more time to see if I can get it right, like move it back into shape, so to speak. I'm not really sure. If not, I might have to contact Let's Resin to see what happened, if it's just the way it was packed or what. But other than that, I really like it. I like the colors. I'm going to add some pictures too at the end so you can see it without my shaky camera work. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. And as always, if you would do anything different, or if you've used this mold before and did something different. I do have a couple other ideas for it for other videos, but yeah, I still want to hear what you guys think. And I guess that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.